I'm here with Lesley Horn, and pleased to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
Honor to be here. Thank you.
Now, what is it that you do, Lesley?
Well, 3 Squared, our company, we are, I believe, revolutionizing how we construct and how we build multifamily, mixed use, and single family homes, even commercial buildings. We take retired shipping containers and upcycle them into complete housing units.
What does upcycle mean?
Well, it's a nice word of saying that we repurpose them. What we do is we just take them instead of, right now there's 1 million shipping containers sitting idle, plugging up our ports,
Yes.
plugging up our landfills, and we don't quite know what to do with them. They're made to go and transport goods across the nation after they come across the oceans. What we're doing is we're repurposing them, so we're upcycling them and allowing them to have, I believe, a new final destination.
And another function.
And a huge function.
Right.
We're able to build faster, stronger, and way more energy efficient by utilizing a product that's already been built and used and meets and exceeds all building and safety codes.
So what do you think of the Urban Entrepreneurship Symposium?
I wish they had more of these. As an entrepreneur, at times I believe can be extremely lonely. I believe at times, you sit in your room and you cry, am I on the right path? And you go through those little moments and then all of a sudden you go, I know I'm on the right path. And so I think with sharing our stories, our experiences, our challenges, and allowing and having more interaction to encourage other entrepreneurs to, take that leap of faith. Many people, I think, are so afraid. They don't know how. And if you don't know how, you're just not going to do it. So why not expose yourself, start integrating on people who've done it. I know the people I used to reach out to and continue to this day welcomed me with open arms. And there wasn't a thing they would never answer. And they never said, oh, by the way, here's your invoice for, $200. We're all here to help each other, right? So I think this is a wonderful opportunity, and we should certainly embrace it and do more.
Now, you do it here in Detroit?
Absolutely. I love this city.
Oh, this is fabulous.
Yes.
Oh, and I'm thinking about these homes you're talking about.
Yes. Let me tell you a little quick on the story here. My brother and I started rehabbing houses in the city in 2005. I moved out from San Diego. Love this city. And when we moved out here, we rehabbed close to 30 houses in about a 2.5-year period, right before the market started to tank. One of the issues we were finding is that our tenants and people that were in these homes, number one, especially in the wintertime because of how energy inefficient these homes were,
Yes.
tenants had to choose between paying rent, utilities, or food. So how can you go to them and say, hey, your rent is due? Well, my heating bill was just, and I have to pay.
Right.
So it's such a terrible situation.
And cycle.
Exactly. So how do we stop it? And I think one of it is creating more affordable living. Our product, again, way more energy efficient. The envelope of it keeps the heat in and keeps the heat out in the summertime. So it enables families to live without taking their entire paycheck or half of it or fight with DTE or whomever. And we're doing Mother Nature a real good deed. We're not cutting down trees to build all these stick-built houses that are only going to last 40 years anyway.
If you could just, I hate to use this word, but if you had to do one thing to fix Detroit,
oh my,
what would that one thing be? What would be on the top of your list, the first thing?
Wow, okay, so Ms. Perryman, that's a very uncomfortable question.
I know.
Because where I want to go to it is the policies and bureaucracies of getting things approved.
Thank you, please.
All right,
please do.
and I know that the city does its best, and they've really embraced us. They've had to, but the process that we have to go through at times really slows down momentum, slows down process,
And your motivation.
and the motivation. Now again, I love the people in the city, and it's not even it's and they're following rules, but just like the building industry, hasn't had too many changes over the last, 60, 70 years.
Right.
We as a city, and boy, everybody's being embraced by all the new technologies that are coming in, we need to kind of change a little bit, change some of the rules, change some of the codes to make them more current with today's economics and today's housing solutions. We've got a lot of excited people wanting to do really good things.
But the bureaucracy.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people have more access than others too,
Mm-hmm.
and that's something that's kind of important. Now, is there a business you could think of that could help an urban area of like Detroit? One business
One business.
type of.
I'm going to do it in more of a broad little section, because what I think has happened here in the city is we've lost a lot of our small business people, our dentists, our accountants, our even mom and pop little grocery stores, and little
Well,
type of.
As a child growing up in the city, my dentist was around the corner.
Right.
We could walk to
Yes.
the dentist.
Yes.
And
Yes.
we had stores. And
Yes, we've lost it, and not by any fault to them, but when you've got half of 2/3 of the Detroit mass leaving, they can't sustain themselves, and city taxes and all the other, it's so I think I wouldn't want to solve it by just one business. I think we need to focus on a small collective of small businesses,
That's it.
right?
Yes, you're one of several people who have said the same
Interesting.
thing, and I
Okay.
agree with that.
Good.
That's wonderful.
Good.
Well, I'd like to thank you. You're so
Oh,
interesting.
Well, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Really privileged to be here. Thank you.
Oh, I'm glad you came.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.